What do you think? I have a question then. What do you think? How do you think comedy looks after this? Where do you think we go from here?
I don't know. I mean, everyone has a different theory. I've never been where people are like, people were saying early, like the comedy middle class is going to be fucked. Like people that are open micers that work day jobs will be fine because they can, and then like headliners will be okay. I don't know if anyone's going to have to stop doing stand-up. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many clubs are going to shut down completely, but so you just headline fewer clubs, I guess?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's less money coming in. I mean, we had Brad Williams was on the other day.
I think that there will be less money, but I don't think it'll be, you can no longer be a comedian. I think you can still make a living doing it. For some people, it will be a worse living. But I don't know. I was supposed to start a show in New York, like a one-man show, May 5th.
Wow.
And had the theater and everything, and then it's just gone.
I mean, I can't help it. It's interesting because you can fly on an airplane.
Yeah.
But you can't sit in a venue, you know?
Well, that's what I read yesterday. I think 50% of like hospitality and live events is down 50% employment. So half the people are unemployed. But then I read another thing where there are venues like 300 seaters are basically saying to headliners, like headliners, like there's a place called City Winery in New York. There's like 8 of them. There's like in different cities. It's basically a live music venue or performance venue. They basically said to headliners, like, we could have 80 people in here and you can charge whatever you want. So there are certain acts that are thinking like, I could charge $300 a ticket.
Right.
And if it's 80 people, that the gross is $24,000.
Right.
Maybe I can walk with 14 or whatever, you know what I mean? Like something, right. Or you get the whole door. Like if you have fans that can pay a lot of money, you could do shows tomorrow. Right.
You just have to charge people a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now. Right.
To in order to enforce social distancing, you're gonna. Once let's say there's a vaccine in a year, I think it goes more or less how it was. I don't fucking know. It seemed right. What do you think?
I think so. I think you get back to. I mean, I think. You know, some of the clubs are opening up. They had 100 people and 125 people in the ones that in Oklahoma City and Salt Lake City. I just wonder if they're gonna, you know, if that works. I can't see them after, you know, a couple of weeks not sliding in an extra table here or there, you know, or like,
yeah.
I mean, a little bit of that's gonna happen. So you're going to increase that some.
Will there be raids, or will people? I had the thought, and I'm fairly I'm not certain about much in COVID. Mm-hmm. There's not going to be another lockdown. Meaning, once this lockdown's over, they're not going to be able to do another one.
Right.
I just don't think people are going to go for it.
Yeah, I don't know if because I think people are like, okay, we tried to flatten the curve.
Yeah.
I think now too many people just don't know what to believe.
There's that. I also think even if there's a second wave in the fall, I think you're not going to be able to shut the country down. I just don't. I think people are going to be like, no, man, we did it. We did 3 months
right.
of a worse life for almost everybody. I have a worse life for everybody. It's a worse life, right? It's more
a different life.
Yeah. But I think for a lot of people, people are even. I'm not that social. I still wish I could go work and socialize, right?
Yeah.
I don't think people are going to go for it again. I think it'll be some of it on the right will be we don't believe you, and some on the left will be like, come on, man. Like, we did it once. The economy's on life support.
Yeah.
And so that's I think that if there is a second wave, I think it's going to be every man for himself. I think people are just going to be like,
yeah.
There you go.
I love that.
You and Shaw were going to be fucking
I've always felt every man for himself. What do you think? You like that, Nick?
I don't know if you could completely quarantine and not leave your house if that's the fear, if you're old or
that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
my
an option.
mom's 87.
Yeah.
And I've had to like yell at her and be like, look, stay home. Like, well, no, you're 87. If you get COVID over 80, there's a 20% chance you die.
That's a freaking Rappaport right there.
Yeah. Now, having said that, there was a guy, show the picture of the guy who was at Miami Music Festival, and he was ripped. It was on BuzzFeed News. He was yoked, and then he got.
Is it Aaron Berg?
This guy was on steroids.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't even think about that. I'm so naive.
Yeah, he probably, if you don't get steroids for a while, especially during this thing, then you got to.
No, if you do small. Miami, yeah.
I went to high school with this kid named Chris. I think, is that him? What's this guy's name? Yeah, that guy he doesn't have any steroids left. I've seen this kind of shit.
And if you completely stop lifting, you don't eat, you dehydrate.
So lighting. Like it can. So he was in like intubated for 6 weeks, and he thought it was a week.
Wow.
Yeah, he like said to the nurse something about like, hey, so it's been a week. She's like, a week? You've been here 6 weeks.
Living off the freaking government's dime, this bastard. Just laying there in a coma, bro. Wake up, man.
Bro, yeah.
You got to get back out of there.
Bootstraps it, bro. He went from you to me, basically.
Yeah, it's tighten up, dude.
This fucking poor guy.
Polio nation, dude.
It was 26% of his body weight in 6 weeks. That's a lot.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying. Like, it's going to be every man for himself. I was joking on the way over here that there should be, like the NFL Combine?
Yeah.
That should just be like, if you can run the 40 in under 8 seconds, you're good to go. Like, you're good.
Do you,
like, people on the starting line with their fucking...
It's going to be it,
do the
man.
high jump. Just like, are you fit enough? Yeah, he'll be all right. The chances are you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Because I truly don't believe they're going to be able to do it again. I think enough businesses will be like, I'm not going to have a business.
Yeah.
I think there's like a quarter of businesses are fucked anyhow.
Well, a lot of people are operating on the DL. I go to a trainer and see a trainer on the DL, and it's, they have a curtain in front of the, right when so nobody could see.
Yeah, I know people are getting like secret haircuts, back alley haircuts.
Yeah, I went and got one yesterday at a garage over in Reseda. Somebody I met off Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
So I had to finish it up myself a little bit. She kind of didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't do bad, but she didn't do great. But
good evening, good afternoon, and other times. Thanks for watching that video you just saw. I mean, it was okay. But the next video you could watch could be way better. What if you watch a video right now that changes your life? Well, you could watch this one, or watch this one. Watch this one. Watch this one. Watch this one. Ah!